So Go 122 introduces some changes to the way the for loop works. This has been quite widely talked about because it's a pretty big deal actually. It will help folks avoid one of the most common Go mistakes, which I've tried to represent here. So in Go, the loop iterator variable is a single variable, and it takes different values in each loop. It's really efficient, but it might lead to unintended behavior when used wrong. So an example is here. So if I run this on the left-hand side here, which is using Go 121, and this is using goplay.tools, which I think is probably the best Go playground on the internet. I love it. So if I run this, and let's bring up the output, you'll see that even though we looped through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we just outputted 8. So there is a way to fix this, and we can do something like this. So if I run this now, it should work correctly, which it does. As you can see now, it prints all the values. So this is how you would have to fix this in Go 121 or before, and this is just due to the way the scope works. However, you'll notice that when I didn't do this, there was no errors. Like, it's still valid Go code. And unless you've got great test coverage, like, you probably would miss this. Also, Go function. The reason I use this example is Go routines are notoriously difficult to test. So it's very likely this has been missed out in a lot of code bases. We'll talk a little bit more in a future video about GoVet and how it might help you to catch some of these things. On the right hand side, I have exactly the same example, but it's using Go 122. I don't have to pass the value into the Go function, but if I just run this, so it's exactly the same example as before. It actually gets the same behavior as passing in the val into the Go function. So this is going to help a lot of folks, including myself, avoid like an error that's very commonly made. So I think this is a really positive change. One more change that's been created in Go 122 that isn't available in Go 121 is you can now range over loops like this. Which is pretty cool. The most similar equivalent in Go 121 would have been creating the array and looping over it that way. So this is really nice and succinct. Some folks criticize Go for not having succinctness at times. So I think this is, again, a really positive change. It aligns a lot more with how some other languages do this. And hopefully it'll make things just a little easier for folks ramping up. So these are the changes that have been made for the for loop. I think they're both excellent changes, and I'll certainly be using both of them. And I hope you will be too.